Saturday afternoon, and now we're gearing up to do this cab off on this 4430. The reason I'm taking the cab off is because there is a hydraulic oil pump problem. The primary pump, it has a problem. As you can see, there's oil and stuffing underneath there, so there's some hoses and other things that are going to need to be replaced. Now here, let me shut the engine off real quick. Okay. Alright, so I know I get a lot of guys who are like, oh, why do you keep the old tractors around? Well, this tractor was bought brand new and brought here in 1977. My grandfather bought it for my grandmother, and there's nothing really wrong with it. It still works just fine, other than that hydraulic pump issue that we have. I'm not going to put that tire eject in these tires just yet because we're not ready to use the tractor. So after it is done being worked on or worked over, I'll put this stuff in there and we'll see what happens from there, because those tires are actually getting pretty old now. But anyways, yeah, so I'm just going to put air in the tires. I'm going to back it in so that I can pull the cab off from the inside, because we're actually having some pretty crappy weather out here. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I don't really care how much air pressure I put in these tires at this point, because I'm not pulling anything. I'm just going to be moving it around. So give me a second here and I'll... Okay, so here it is. I'm actually going to take the 7810. That's what this tractor here is, a 7810. And I'm going to move it out of the way so that I can get the skid steer in here to get underneath here to take this cab off. I'm going to put a lot of light and stuff. Now, this cab has some rough areas on it. There's, you know, you can see that corner up there. I actually have a new roof for it right there. I bought it about 15 years ago and I never put it up. This tractor, there's nothing wrong with it. And as a lot of people will say, they're like, oh, you know, it looks like you got money, so why don't you buy a new tractor, or why you mess with that old junk? Well, I guess you can't just buy all new equipment. You'll go broke. And that's just a fact. If you don't keep some old tractors around and you just say, oh, you know what, I'm going to get rid of this and buy a brand new one. Yeah, they're comfortable and they're nice, but is it really necessary? You know, you just kind of shift uses. Like the 4430 was the main tractor on the farm for many, many years. You know, 4430 and then the 4320 and the 4010. Where, as before, when I was younger, we had the Farmall M that's back in the corner there, and then it was a 4010 and a 4320 was the big tractor. You know, and I remember when the 4430 came here, and then of course the roles that the 4010 played were taken over by what the 43, you know, for the 4320 when the 4430 arrived. You know, because as we got bigger, it's just like a progression. You know, the bigger you get, then the big jobs shift to the newer, bigger tractor. Well, like the 4430, that's a backup tractor. It's functional. Air conditioner works, heater works, all the glass is in it, and it goes. Is it as comfortable as, say, the 7810 or the 8120? No. You know, but if one of these tractors goes down, I always have a backup tractor, like the 4450 here. 4450 runs perfectly fine. Transmission's good, got good tires on it, front and back, except for this flat tire I seem to have punctured somehow. But I got tire eject, and I think I'm going to try the tire eject in there. I'm not sure yet. I will say, though, you know, you guys are like, hey, is that tire still inflated? Well, here's the test. You ready? Tire eject. It worked. I mean, it's still got air in it, and it's just sitting there idle. Now, tire eject works better when it's actually going around and around in circles, according to the tire eject guys. You know, they're, you know, because it's constantly coating the outer side of the tire, and if it's still leaking or weeping, then the material's getting to that spot. But anyways, yeah, so you know what I'm saying. Now, so the 4430, I'm going to fix that oil pump so that it'll be a little easier to run. And then the, you know, of course, it's not going to be a main tractor, but it'll be a tractor that I can comfortably put new tires onto, because these are shot. And I'll put new tires onto it, And then sure, I'll pull the hay rake, or I'll pull and do whatever I want to do with it without any issues. But it's really actually kind of dangerous right now with that pump being bad. So anyways, with that being said, the teardown is going to happen here tomorrow, not today, because I got other things that need to be done. Cody's coming up here with a skid steer now. Basically lighting, and I have to clean this mess that I have here up so I have room to work. I know that you guys really think that it's a disaster here, but it really isn't. You know, this is just big chunk items or whatever that can be moved pretty quickly. And where my Vicon is, I just put that piece of plywood, and that's my workbench. And this side here is pretty clear, so I'll use it for, you know, large parcel storage or whatnot. And I'll move the four-wheeler. So you get all that lumber put away?
Yeah.
Where's Tim?
He's still up there closing the door.
Okay. All right. There it is. Okay, so if you can see my weather I've got here, that's pretty crappy outside. So the sawmill is now put away. Lumber's put away. And in the video that I'm posting right now, the 4430 is turned around. And I'm getting ready to take the cab off. Because the weather is so terrible, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take the cab off and see if I can get that load control shaft, or that rock shaft, not the load control shaft, the rock shaft housing off, and get on to that pump. Shouldn't be too hard to do this job. I just have to get it done. And yeah. So anyways, for the guys that are looking forward to this project, hey, here we go. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out OneLonelyFarmer.com for great shirts and t-shirts and sweatshirts and hats and mugs and cups and things like that, and even a fancy pants little sticker like I got in the back window there. I don't know if you can see it or not. But anyways, yeah, thanks again for watching.